Good afternoon. I'm Sherry Housley, the Emmy Awards Administrator for the Ohio Valley chapter of the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences. And on behalf of our Board of Governors, I'd like to welcome you as we announce the nominees for our 49th Annual Ohio Valley Regional Emmy Awards, live from the studios of WTHI-TV in Terre Haute, Indiana. Before we get to the list, we have just a few things that we need to mention. First, we want to make sure that you stay connected. If you are on Facebook or Twitter, the chapter does have a Facebook page. We also have a Twitter account. Please make sure you look those up. You can either go to our chapter web page, which is ohiovalleyemmy.org, and click on the links there to connect to us, or just search for Ohio Valley Emmy. It's a great way to stay up to the minute with everything that's going on with the chapter. And since we do most of our communicating by email, make sure that you have that you do not have ohiovalleyemmy.org blocked. We want to make sure that you get our emails and that you're hearing from us on a regular basis. If you haven't already done so, mark your calendar for July 20th. That's the date for our Emmy Awards ceremony, which will be held at the fabulous Hilton Netherland Plaza in Cincinnati, Ohio. In addition to awarding those golden statuettes, we'll also be welcoming 6 individuals into the esteemed Silver Circle and 1 person into the Gold Circle. Reservation details will be posted on our website before the end of the week. Now, let's get to what you're really waiting for. This year, we had a record-setting number of entries, 751 entries. That's 100 entries more than we had last year. So we had a huge increase in entries. Thank you to everyone who participated and who submitted this year. Those entries represent the work of individuals from over 75 companies within our 4-state region. 290 of those have been nominated for a Regional Emmy Award. Immediately following this live web stream, the complete list of nominees will be posted on our chapter website. Nominees will need to double check the list and make sure that all of your information is correct. You'll also be receiving an email from me either later today or sometime tomorrow that will give you instructions on how to upload your clip for the Emmy show. Our ballots are certified by the accounting firm of Cassidy, Schiller and Associates, and we do want to remind you of the rules. The entries are judged on a standard of excellence. It's not a horse race, it's a standard of excellence. That means that there may be one, more than one, or no nominee in any given category. And now, it's time to read the list. First up is WTHI's news director and our chapter's Indiana Vice President, Susie Dinkle.
Thank you, Sherry. And on behalf of WTHI-TV, My Fox 10, and Lynn Media, it is an absolute pleasure and honor to be bringing you the Emmy nominations. It's announcement day here in 2013 from beautiful downtown Terre Haute. This is where the live stream is being sent to you all across the Ohio Valley chapter. It was a record year for submissions this year, and for the many of you watching us, I wish you the very best of luck. I know there's probably some nervous butterflies as we prepare to announce the nomination list. And don't forget, it is an extreme honor to be recognized with an Emmy nomination. And we'll find out on Saturday, July 20th, who will go home with Emmy Gold. So be sure to watch our chapter website as more details will be available so that we will see you there at the Emmy event. So what are we waiting for? We got to get to this, right? And I want to apologize in advance for all of us bringing you these nominations. We probably will mispronounce a few names, so just bear with us. In the category for newscast daytime and weekend markets 1 to 74, we have 3 nominations. We begin with ABC 6 On Your Side, Noon News, WSYX, Terry Sullivan and Stuart Osborne. The second nominee, 10 TV News at 6 a.m., WBNS, Gretchen Walsh, Benjamin Tate. And the third nominee, Wave 3 News, WAVE, Kathy Hostetler, David McDonald, Aaron Matthew Ellis. In the category for newscast evening markets 1 to 74, we have 5 nominees. The first one, News Center 7 at 5 p.m., WHIO, Carrie Ellen Berger. News Center 7 at 11, WHIO, Andrew Howell. Fox 28, News at 10, WTTE, Jordan Wanuski. Wave 3 news at 11, the Henryville tornado, Wave TV, David McDonald, Aaron Matthew Ellis, Janelle McDonald, Don G., and Kevin Harnd. And the last nomination, The Heat is On, WLWT, Joseph Chambers. In the category for newscast, smaller market 75 and up, tornado outbreak, WYMT, Steve Hensley and Brandon Robinson. For the category of news special, there were no nominees in this category. For breaking news, we have 5 nominations this year. Train explosion evacuates town, WHAS, Katie Danner. 32nd Street shooting, WAVE-TV, Jamie Weiss. After the Pekin tornado, WDRB, Chris Turner. 10 TV mornings, train derailment explosion, WBNS, Gretchen Walsh, Michael Gravely Jr., Tino Ramos, Shayla Reeves, Brian Wicker, Mike Davis, Benjamin Yossi, Stephanie O'Grady, Matthew Martins, Angela Ann, Drew Shar, Jeff Hogan, and Karina Nova. And the last nomination, Police Chase, Wave TV, Kathy Hostetter. For the category of spot news, we have 2 nominations. The first one goes to Tornado Rips Family in Town Apart, WAVE, Elizabeth Dontanelli and Rick Miller. The second and final nomination, Icy Morning Mayhem, WSYX, WTTE, Mike McCarthy and Drew Yossi. For the category of continuing coverage, we have 5 nominations here. The first one goes to Off the Rails, WLKY, Dwayne Pullman. The second nomination, Moving In and Fighting Back Crime in Old Town East, WSYX, WTTE, Steve Levine and John Novotny. March 2nd Tornadoes, WAVE, Kathy Hostetter. Small Town Serial Killer, WAVE, Katie Bauer, Dean O'Neill, and Elizabeth Dontanelli. And the final nomination, Metro Government's Felon Security Guard, WAVE, Eric Flack. In the category for General Assignment Report within 24 hours, 5 nominations here, folks. The first one goes to Louisville's Underground Sex Club, WHAS, Joe Arnold and Michael Driver. The second nomination, I-Team Shattered Security, WCPO, Brendan Keefe. Man Shot in Face, WAVE, Scott Adkins, Michael Williams, Derek Capuche. Tree Trouble, WSYX, WTTE, Mike McCarthy. And the final nomination in this category, Dead Water, Thousands of Fish Found Dead, WSYX, Sean Klein. In the category for General Assignment Report, No Time Limit, 5 nominations. The first one goes to A Ton of Narcotics at Cincinnati's Airport, WCPO, Brendan Keefe. A Game to Remember, WSYX, WTTE, Mike McCarthy. Rats, Jailhouse Informants, WLKY, Dwayne Pullman. Brink's Job, WBNS, Kevin Landers, Bill Reagan. And the final nomination in this category, Power Pole Failure, WBNS, Paul Aker. And it's my pleasure to introduce to you Emmy Ohio Valley Silver Circle member, Mark Allen.
Thank you, Susan. In the category of Feature News Report Single Story, Henryville Getting Back to Normal, WHAS, Adam Lefke, and Michael Driver. Behind the Brush, WHAS, Maggie Rupert, and Michael Driver. The Aaron Kaiser Story, WEHT, Brad Bird, Brian Sissel. Songs of Freedom, Ohio News Network, Andy Wallace, Mike Kohlmeyer. In Transition, Ohio News Network, Harrison Hovey, and Andy Wallace. Singing Sensation, WKYT, John Wilson, Amber Philpott. Sky the Limit, Columbus Window Washers, WBNS, Michael Gravely Jr. and Jeff Hogan. Jennifer's Number One Fan, WAVE, Miles Jackson, Connie Leonard. And The Phantom of Route 40, WCMH, Seth Ditzewig. In the category of Feature News Report Series, Fountains of Filth, WTHI, Mike Latta, Patrice Dennany. Made Local, Stay Local, WSYX, WTTE, Ashley Yore. World War II Canteen, From Scrap to Souvenir, WCPO, Tom McKee. Investigative report, single story, Disaster Zone Deception, WAVE, John Bowl, Doug Druschke. I-Team, All in the Family, WCPO, Brendan Keefe. Medical Records, Sold, WSYX, Tom Sussy and Drew Jones. In the category of Investigative Report Series, The Windshield Whistleblower, WAVE, Eric Flack, Roger Dunaway. The Prosecutor's Problem, The Bill for a Book Deal, WLKY, Dwayne Pullman. I-Team, Highway Robbery, WCPO, Brendan Keefe. In the category of a Specialty Assignment Report, I-Team, Uniform Disregard, WCPO, Brendan Keefe. In the category of Arts Entertainment, Promo West Live, Promo West Digital Media, Jason Carone. Jack Hanna's Into the Wild Lights, New York City Road Trip, WBNS, Brian K. Wolf, Tracy Anderson, Jonathan Polsdorfer. Jazz Moves Columbus, WOSU Public Media, Mary Rathke. Jubilee, Sam Bush Band, Nick Helton. Angel of Hope, The Motion Pictures, Alfonso Wesson. In the category of Business Consumer, Burning Toys, WBNS, Paul Aker. I-Team Food Stamp Trade, WCPO, Brendan Keefe. Furnace Sting, WSYX, Tom Sussy and Drew Jones. Children, Youth, Teens category. There were no nominees in this category. In the category of crime, I-Team, New High, New Low, WCPO, Brendan Keefe. Boy Scouts in Prison, WDRB, Bennett Haverly, Dominique Furman. In Miami Valley Murder Mysteries, WHIO, Becky Grimes, Byron Sturzman, Cheryl McHenry, James Brown, and John Paul. Homeless Sex Offenders, WHIO, Karen Golden, Byron Sturzman. Cell Blocks, WTHI, Rondrell Moore, John Tim. West Side Story, WAVE, John Bowl and Doug Druschke. And now please welcome Chief Photojournalist at WTHI Television, Emmy Award-winning photographer, Mike Latta.
Thank you, Mark. In the category of education school news, the nominees are SES Tutoring Problems, WBNS, Joel Chow, Kristen Hartman. Rushville Bullying, WDRB, Valerie Chin, Neil Johnson. Alice in the Classroom, Ohio News Network, Kristen Severance, Andy Wallace. Fighting for McDowell Country Kids, WCHS, Deborah Lenz. And the last nomination, Charter Schools, A Family Business, WCPO, Brendan Keefe. In the category of Education Schools Program, the nominees are ECOT Teachers Spotlight, Jill McCannon Gallagher, Electronic Classroom of Tomorrow, Doug Collins. This is Colerain, WBNS, Jeff Ritter, Kristen Hartman. Student Spotlight, Michaela Conklin, ECOT, Michael McNeese.